bro, I feel like God has been revealing some crazy big things to me lately, and I feel like I've been discovering new things about myself and about God, and I want you guys to do the same thing, because, bro, for the longest part of my life, like, I thought I was Christian, right? But I've been very lukewarm, and when I went to that Tennessee trip, I feel like God really convicted me of that, and I don't care how I'm going to end up getting vulnerable in this podcast. I really don't care, because I know some of y'all are probably dealing with the same thing.
This right here is a powerful example of how Satan can corrupt someone that's trying to be a Christian, manipulate them into changing their beliefs in God or changing their behavior for more worldly qualities. Now, the guy that you just saw on the screen is Alex Eubank. He is a fitness influencer and an open Christian. He talks about Jesus on his channel. He's young. He's in his early 20s. He's got a company of his own, a clothing company, a huge YouTube channel, a lot of influence in this fitness space, right? But here's the thing. When you are in front of the camera and your selling point is your body, right? And you're trying to be a young man with wealth and be godly and biblical and fight the temptation of the world throughout all that, it can be hard to remain pure in that atmosphere. Add to the mixture of that negative influences and other YouTubers that don't have your walk with Christ in mind, and you've got a recipe for failure. Let me show you what this young man is going through and why I feel like the enemy is trying to attack this young man's purpose, because he's got 66,000 subscribers on one channel, and on his other channel he's got even more. And a man with that much influence, he even has a clothing line where it's images of biblical depictions, so like Moses parting the Red Sea and things like that on clothing. So the enemy is definitely trying to attack this young man and his influence. Let me show you how he's doing it. Now, this young man that you see on the screen right here, his name is Togi. He is also a fitness influencer. He's partying, doing recreational drugs, and gambling copious amounts of money. And when I talk about copious amounts of money, I mean millions of dollars of money. And his goal is to corrupt Alex Eubanks and turn him from being a good Christian man into being pretty much a degenerate. So viewer discretion is advised. This guy does have pretty foul language.
A full-time assistant. I just got a new house. After my last video, I got a lot of backlash for having a 79 IQ. And so this video is kind of like a victory lap for all the haters. What color is your personal chef and personal assistant? We lost Rodder's money.
So he starts right off out the gate. We lost a bunch of money, right? He's smacking his friends in the face with money. There's alcohol on the bar behind him. He's clearly, not the type of person that a Christian man should be hanging out with, nor is the type of behavior that he exhibits something that a Christian man should do. So for this guy to be someone that this young man, Alex Eubank, is hanging out with, definitely spells a recipe for disaster. Now watch this. Now, mind you, this guy does cuss, so make sure you guys are aware of that beforehand. But if you look on the screen, this game says 666. These are devils with pitchforks, and this is a game, a slot machine that he's gambling on and playing. Now, if you look down here, his balance is $31,000. He has the potential to win $15,000, and he's betting $30, I guess. But let's just watch this and see the type of behavior this young man.
We need to drop the size though.
Pentagrams. So he just threw his girlfriend out of the chair when he won the jackpot, and this is only for $750 so far. Okay, so it's going up.
Oh my god! 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 No way! No way! Oh!
Okay, so clearly he's wilding out, right? He's throwing stuff. He's oh my G, OMG, OMG. He's got no regard for the Lord. Now let's fast forward this. So he won $331,000, right?
Oh my god!
Now I'm sure
Oh my God!
He's gonna lose all this. See, now he's punching holes in the walls because he's losing his money.
Why did I do that?
Because you got excited.
He doesn't even understand why he did it. It's because he's losing money. He's winning money. His emotions are all over the place. Clearly, your boy's unstable. Here you see in the screen is him and Alex Eubanks. Now, I want to rewind just a bit because he said that his goal was to get this man out here and get him to do tons of drugs with him.
Guess how much they charged to fix some drywall?
Okay, so this is the next day.
But on the good news is that we won like $250,000, which is so sick. We are so bad.
He lost $159,000 in order to make $250,000, and this is the type of activity he's trying to get the young Christian man on.
Direct correlation between more liquor and more money won gambling. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna black out. I think it's gonna be good, and I think we're with Eubanks. Alex Eubanks. He gambles now. Yeah, we're just gonna be ripping the shit with Alex Eubanks. Shit ton of liquor, shit ton of drugs, maybe some beers with Alex Eubanks. Gambling, of course, with Alex Eubanks. Alex Eubanks and I will be doing a lot of, Alex Eubanks doing drugs and stuff.
So,
Bro got me on gear, now he's getting on gear.
no, I don't know if you just heard what he said. He said, bro got me on gear, which is anabolics. If you guys, I'm not going to say it because I'll get demonetized, but it's for people that work out muscles, And so he said, bro got me on gear, now he's got me gambling. And so this is already a recipe for disaster. You got this guy that's trying to be a Christian. Now he's hanging out with this guy gambling, which, I know the Bible doesn't say not to gamble, but if it's going to cause a behavior like this, I definitely think you should stay away from it. Now listen to what their conversation is and the language that this guy uses in front of him and the things that he gets off on him. He's literally trolling this dude right in front of him, seeing what he can get away with, testing his faith, and he doesn't even say anything.
Don't get me wrong, guys.
All in the name of popularity.
We're way more than that. It's gonna be awesome. We're gambling, bro. Let's do a 20K buy on one. This is the worst days of my life. I fully blacked out. Which is another thing we got to teach you Eubanks about is the correlation between more liquor and more winning. Because on multiple occasions, people I have.
So he's just laughing about it
with over $250,000. So.
He's just laughing about it.
I'll take 500 dollars.
Eubanks is up in a dose if we win $100,000. That's not too bad.
So now he just made a bet that if the guy wins $100,000, he will up his dose of testosterone that he's doing to 500 milligrams, which is a lot of testosterone. A person on HRT, which is what, people, I'm actually on HRT. A person that's on HRT doesn't do that. They do 100 milligrams a week. This guy's going to do 500 milligrams a week. And I'm 41. This kid's in his early 20s. What does he need testosterone for? All because he's been influenced by this guy. So he's taking shots.
Is that my car?
No.
He's taking shots and they're doing stupid stuff.
And then you click
He's teaching him to gamble and just wasting money. He's betting $320 a hand.
That's $700,000.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen, though. If we're being dead ass.
And he's cussing.
You don't drink big enough.
No, whoa.
Okay, dude. It's only, what are you going to do with $200? Yeah, click that bitch.
But we're already down a little bit. Why not make it back?
Well, no. Okay, well, now we're not even.
You see he's got crosses tattooed on his knuckles. He's probably got a cross necklace on.
Back, so and see, it shows you how far you could have gone.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. Well, how far could we have gone? How do you know?
He doesn't have his cross necklace on, but he usually does, as you guys saw in the opening clip.
Oh my god! No way! Oh my god! It would have hit for 700,000.
You're lying to me.
It would have hit. No way! Oh, I've never seen that. Oh my god, that would have hit.
See, and he's cussing. This is the bad influence. This is how the devil uses people to throw a Christian off their walk. They polish it up in an alluring package that makes you think that it's all good. And then next thing you know, you're falling off, you're doing drugs, and you're gambling in Cabo. You see what happens? You see how it happens? So these Bible verses right here, I just Googled Bible verses about bad influence friends. And so 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, bad company corrupts good character. Proverbs 13:20, he who walks with wise men will be wise, but the companion of fools will be destroyed. Proverbs 22:24-25, do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared. You must not, 1 Corinthians 5:11-13, you must not associate with anyone who claims to be a brother or a sister, but is sexually immoral and greedy, or greedy, and an idolater, a slanderer, or drunkard, or swindler. Now let me go back to the first clip that I told you that I opened the video up with. This video is called Submitting to God. Now listen to what he's talking about.
And me being open about it could help you also find healing the way I've been able to. Now, one of the biggest things I want to point out that I really have been speaking to me lately is the whole thing with gratifying the desires of the flesh. Now, Paul,
gratifying the desires of the flesh. So you've already had a problem with this, especially being a fitness influencer, someone that's in front of the camera. You got a lot of eyes on you. A lot of young men idolize you. They want to be you. And you've got Lamborghinis, nice house, nice cars, all this stuff. And you're talking about gratifying the flesh. Now you choose to hang out with someone that's antagonizing this type of behavior and egging you on to continue doing this type of stuff, and you're battling with the flesh already. This video was 10 months ago. It shows you how far 10 months. This is 10 months where he was trying to be on fire for the Lord, trying. And here we are 2 weeks ago with him down in Cabo gambling thousands and thousands of dollars, cussing, talking about doing gear and, stuff like that. Just it's sad, you know what I mean? Because you can be doing everything you can that's right for the Lord, and then someone come along and knock you off your square.
Paul talks about this. I believe in Corinthians. I don't know for sure. Don't quote me. But when you walk, I'm not going to word. I'll probably just pop it up. But when you walk in the Spirit, you lose the desire.
So the verse he pops up is Galatians 5:16. So I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. Seems to me as if he stopped walking by the Spirit and started walking by the devil.
Desires of the flesh. And that is so true, bro. I struggled a lot and stuff in my past and last year, bro, with just straight up like lust, bro.
And I don't even fault the young man for struggling with lust. The Bible tells us to flee from sexual immorality and from lust and things like that. I don't fault him for that because none of us are perfect. But when you already know you got problems with it, you already know that you struggle with it, you're going to put yourself in an environment where it's going to be conducive to you to fall into that type of behavior. And here's the thing, being a fitness influencer already is like, you see how he's got his chest open, got necklaces and stuff. Like, being a fitness influencer calls for you to kind of be worldly and sensual and show off your body and your curves and your muscles, and women show off their glutes and stuff. And this is what the selling point is. So it's already a fleshly business to be in as a Christian. I think it's a very, very thin line between being a fitness influencer to being like pretty much borderline softcore porn. You know what I mean? And this young man's obviously struggling with it. And he gets to hanging out with a degenerate like this who's got no interest in his walk with the Lord.
No way. All right,
All right, we'll make some of it back. Okay, you're going OD. Chill. Get it.
No, it's
Fam,
easy,
bro, I understand that. All right, you're good. Let's make it back. Let's make it back.
chill.
Get no.
Oh, God damn it.
See, and he doesn't even stop him when he says,
Fine, dude.
he says GD, and he doesn't even bother to stop him or correct him. And that just goes to show you where his faith is at. A true born again believer would check him. First time that came out of his mouth, like, hey, bro, you can't do that. You can't use the Lord's name in vain, right? And so why am I even telling you this? The whole reason why I'm telling you this is because this is just one example of how Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He wants to ruin your identity. He wants to take your desire to serve the Lord and make you serve him instead, make you serve your flesh instead, make you chase money, make you chase drugs and women and do stupid things like this. This young man wins $1 million in this video and then loses half of it right back to the casino. But in order to win that $1 million, he goes $600,000, $700,000 in debt to the casino to even win it in the first place. And this is the type of man that this young guy, Alex Eubanks, wants to hang around with. I don't think that this is a smart move for this guy. Anyone who takes their walk with Christ seriously should definitely watch for the people that they have around you. I just did a Bible study tonight, and the Bible verse that I picked out for my Bible study was 2 Corinthians 11:13 through 15. So it says, for such men are false apostles, deceitful workmen, disguising themselves as apostles of Christ. And no wonder, for even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. So it is no surprise if his servants also disguise themselves as servants of righteousness. Their end will correspond to their deeds. And I just wonder if this young dude isn't a wolf in sheep's clothing. You know, there's a Olympian bodybuilder named Derek Lunsford that won the open bodybuilding championship last year. Openly a Christian, openly talks about Jesus, gave all the glory to God. And I see the wave that this guy had, the popularity, and everybody was supporting him, saluting him like, that's so cool that you're a Christian. I kind of think this guy may have jumped on the bandwagon of being a Christian for clout. Right. And then now that his views start going down, his channel numbers weren't doing the same numbers that they used to do. Now he starts hanging out with degenerates like this guy. This video that I'm showing you where this guy's gambling got over 1 million views in like a week. So now he's chasing clout instead of chasing Jesus. And the reason why I show you guys this is because there's a lot of you guys on the other side of this screen that are this guy's age. There's a lot of you guys out there that are impressionable. Like you really care what the world thinks about you. You really care what your peers think about you. You care what your friends at school. You care what the girl that you think is cute, the boy that you think is cute. You care what they think about you. And so you're impressionable just like this dude is. And so I say all this to say that you guys got to stand firm. Know what the Bible says about you. The Bible says that you are a child of God, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that God knew you and had a purpose for you when he knit you together in your mother's womb. You don't have to do this type of stuff to get famous. You don't have to do this type of stuff to attract attention, because we don't want the world's eyes on us. We don't want this to be the example of what it means to be a Christian. We want the face of Jesus to show. We want the love of Christ to show one another. We want true humility, not bragging, boastful, let me go gamble a bunch of money and do hardcore drugs with my friends. That's not what it's about. Now this guy's on Instagram selling all his cars off. He's got four luxury like Lamborghini, McLaren, and these types of cars that he's selling off now. And I only wonder if it's because he's gotten strung out on gambling. I really hope that the young people on the other side of the screen and this new generation that are coming up really stand for something, and they stand for Christ. Because if you don't stand for Christ, you're going to fall for the world, and you will not make it into heaven trying to be a good person or finessing your way in. You cannot finesse God. That's going to do it for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, God bless.